So children, welcome to another class of mathematics. Already we had started about subsets. I had told you. I had also told you in yesterday's class itself that what is the subset. I had explained how many subsets are there. I had also explained that two notes I had given that you should have written also in the class of copy, that if phi is the null set is a subset of every set. Then one more thing I had told you in the previous class was that every set is a subset of itself. Then I had also told you about the formula that you will use for calculating the number of subsets, and that formula was what? 2 to the power n of a. That means for a finite set, n is the cardinal number. So if a cardinal number exists, obviously for a finite set it would exist. 2 to the power n will be the number of subsets. Okay, we had done. In fact, we had done a question also, not from the exercise, an example only, kind of us. So that example was telling that how many subsets. Suppose 3 elements. So 2 to the power 3 is what? 8. 8 subsets are there. And we had done a question also for finding out the number of subsets. Proceeding further, what is proper subset? Let us start the definition part of it first, and then understand it better way. If the sets A and B are such that every element of A is an element of B, if the sets A and B are such that every element of A is an element of B, so that element of A is an element of B. Element of A is an element of B. Element of B. But B has at least one element which is not an element of A. But B has at least one element. Okay, at least one element that is not an element of A. We have at least one element which is not an element of A, which is not an element of A. In that condition, then A is called proper subset. Then A is called proper subset of B. Proper subset of B. How do you represent that? According to this condition, since there is one element of B that is not in A, so we'll represent it like B, like this. Example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, In that case, what we can say? Then A is a proper subset of B. Is this clear to all? And see, we'll do questions also on the pattern of finding number of proper subsets. If I tell it right now, the number of proper subsets will be one less than the number of subsets. So just like the question was also of finding how many subsets will be there, one more question can be that tell the number of proper subsets. So number of proper subsets will be one less than the number of subsets. So this was the representation for a proper subset, and now that one question which I had said, number of proper subsets. So how many proper subsets should be there for a set? Suppose next thing is number of proper subsets. How many proper subsets would be there? Now, number of proper subsets will be, suppose for a set A, for a finite set A. So, suppose there is a finite set A, then the number of proper subsets will be 2 to the power array, that is the cardinal number, minus 1. That means 2 to the power na minus 1, and minus 1 will be from the total number of subsets. If you remember that we had done number of subsets is 2 to the power the cardinal number. So 2 to the power na minus 1 will be what? Number of proper subsets. I hope this thing is clear. Now next article is superset. Next article is superset. So what is a superset? See, if A is a subset of B, if you remember the definition of subset, I had told that if A and B are two sets such that all the elements of A are in B, then A is a subset of B. And in that case, we say B is the superset of A. So that definition is for superset. Let us see that also. Superset. So if A is a subset of B, then B is superset of A. Okay. How do you express this? We express as B, the mouth of will be open towards B. This is representation what? Representing B is a superset, or B is the superset of A. So B is the superset of A. We are representing like this. Then the next is equal sets. If you remember, I had told equal sets, but again I will tell here also. I had told about equal sets when I was telling you the types of sets. Equal sets. When are two sets said to be equal? So see here, two sets A and B are said to be equal if each element of A is an element of B and each element of B is an element of A. So let's write the definition. Two sets A and B are said to be equal such that each element of A is an element of B and each element of B is an element of A. In fact, basically A and B contains equal number of elements, not only number, same element. Like example, if I say P is equal to 1, 2, 3 and Q is equal to same. Or you can write X as X is an element of N and X is less than 4. So P and Q will be equal sets. Equal sets. And how do we write this? We'll write P is equal to Q. P is equal to Q. In fact, one more thing they are saying, that these sets will be equal if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. So one more way of writing the same thing is two sets A and B are said to be equal if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of and B is a subset of A. So this thing also true. And one more thing that you should note, all equal sets are equivalent. Sets. But all equivalent, this note you will put in the copy also, but all equivalent sets may or may not be equal. Because if you remember equivalent sets, I had told that sets are equivalent only if the cardinal number is same. That means the number of elements of A is equal to the number of elements of B. But this is not true for the equivalent that they will be equal also. Because only equivalent sets we are deciding only on the basis of number of elements. But for equal sets, they need to have the same elements. Element of A should be an element of B and all the elements of B should be an element of A. So that is the way we are deciding about equal sets and equivalent sets. This completes the theory portion for this chapter 1. And whenever we start next, we will be taking up the questions from exercise 1B. This note has to be there in the copy itself. So if we summarize in this topic, we have done about the idea of sets. In that idea of sets, we have done types of sets that we already know. we had done something about subsets. Subset means what? If A and B are two elements, such that every element of A is in B, then A is called as a subset of B and B is called superset of A. Yes. And how many subsets are there? Subsets for a finite set 2 to the power n of A. For a finite set A. Number of subsets and number of proper subsets will be how much? 2 to the power na minus 1. Then the null set phi was a subset of every element. We can also write it like this, blank set, and every set is a subset of itself. These are the few summary of this particular topic. Whenever we meet next, one more thing, for the equivalent na equal to nb. For what? Means sets are equivalent. And for equal sets and for equivalent, what is the representation for equivalent sets? Either issue like this, or one more we are showing A and this side. So these all other things you should remember. In the next class we start with exercise 1B.